Thanks. I really loved your film, Power Relief. You've seen it. That scene with the dogs around the garbage. How did you stage that? Those dogs were just there, and I said, hey, shoot those dogs. Beautiful.
And welcome everybody to another Native Thoughts review. But before I go on to my review, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you can watch this exact same video format on youtube.com, Native Thoughts YouTube. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you have no time to look at the screen, you gotta do some shit, then you could go listen to this on Native Thoughts SoundCloud audio, the exact same video you're watching, the exact same audio you listen to, you will watch it and listen to whatever back to review. This time reviewing While We're Young, Nora Baumkamp, whatever the fuck, you fucking know Baumkamp, whatever, from Squid and the Whale and Francis Ha and Greenberg. For the record, I really dislike Greenberg. It's one of my worst movies of that year. Greenberg's one of the movies where I watch it, have seen Squid and the Whale, enjoy it, have not even seen Francis Ha. I've heard great things. I have not had any time to check that one out, but Greenberg's one of those movies that I really fucking dislike. That I just really thought, no. This won't do. This won't do. I tried giving it. I liked some of the dialogue. It got me mad. It got me more mad than anything. But now to While We're Young. This time starring again Ben Stiller with Naomi Watts and Adam Driver and Amanda Seyfried. Big eyes, Amanda Seyfried. No disrespect to Amanda Seyfried, but you do got really some big eyes. But Amanda Seyfried. No, I'm sorry about that. While We're Young, Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts play a couple, a more modernized couple, a more modernized couple who live in the technology that we are building to nowadays. iPad, whatever, iPad technology. Every time the phone rings, everybody and the whole table looks up the phone and picks up text messages because everybody thinks they got text messages. Technology modernized couples who evidently Ben Stiller is a documentary. He direct documentary. He's only done a couple, but he's been working on one for 8 years. He doesn't know where his niche into this movie, and he do some seminars in college classes. And he knows there's a couple, a fan of his, little, you could say hipsters. Let's just say hipsters because it is what it is. They're hipsters. There's those free loving hipsters who just love nostalgia stuff. Who they believe the nostalgia stage are the best. For me, I honestly think any time is the best. That's not true because you do have worse days. But they go and they confront him that Adam Driver confronts him that he loves his movie, a documentary that he found off eBay, and he watched it and he loves it, and they become friends with them. They just linger onto them, and there's throughout, they have dinners. Ben Stiller has dinner. Ben Stiller and his wife have dinner throughout the movie. Not throughout the movie. They have dinner with them, and then they realize that these kids are much more, free spirited. They don't use technology. If they do, the technology is broken. They use old technology like VHS and video audio cassettes, and then they have a lot of vinyls. And it's more of a, instead of being, it's the opposite of those old couple being, those hippie types who they still have the old technology, and the new people and the younger people living the new technology with iPhones and technology touchscreens. It's the opposite. It's the young kids who are the hipsters who love this old technology, and it's them who forgot how to use it, and they're living in the now, the technology that they have because they have so use for it. So throughout the whole movie, we have that little encounter ship and everything. And one thing I really have to say is that it's really funny. Honestly, it's a lot of raunchy gags. Funny. I mean, Noah Baumkamp is well with that whole raunchy but little dialogue ish. I think it's really funny. There are some clever scenes in here that work. I think Ben Stiller is probably the funniest I've seen him in years. Naomi Watts is charming in this movie. There's some scenes with her scenes with her and Amanda Seyfried who just work together, and I feel like there's great chemistry. Adam Driver come off as a bit like hard ass, not hard ass, but he comes off as more of a, there's a little more to the story where you think, if he just, if everything's just an act or everything he's just real, that's who he is, And Adam Driver giving a good performance. If you've seen him in other things, you might like him in this. I honestly think, as for the whole movie, I really enjoy most of it. I do think by the end of the movie, you do have some slow parts. That by the end, I think like it picks up in the beginning, all the way to the middle. By the third act, it really slows down. I really lost focus on the whole story. I really lost focus on the characters because here's the thing. I feel like Baumkamp I think fucking no, whatever. I feel like this is his mainstream movie. Early movies he did were indies, but a lot of mainstream audience found it and they beloved it. I feel like this is his take on a mainstream, his own little style of film into a more mainstream audience, and it does because he tones down on the whole little weirdness, but so he still mentions like stuff. He's one of those dialogues where if he mentions a light bulb, he's gonna mention the watts on the light bulb, because it's weird. It's like Kevin Smith, Tarantino-ish dialogue, but like I said, by the third act, I feel like it just felt like a bit off. I was really unfocused of the whole thing. I mean, it was funny up to that point, and by the end, I was like, well, it kind of dragged down. It kind of dragged down to becoming too, like, cliche. It's too cliche, too predictable, and too mainstream. I mean, that's not a problem. We live in a mainstream society nowadays, but I just feel like it did not know where it wanted to be. It wanted to be its own style, where he's always been, where no always do, and then to like more, let's embrace more mainstream audience nowadays, And the only thing that I really like to say, I mean, as a final review, the only thing I could say is honestly, I would say watch it at home, because it's one of the movies where I think you will find it more funny at home. You find some more things that you didn't catch at the movie theaters. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's my favorite movie this year, but it is one enjoyable. I will honestly buy this movie as soon as it come out, because there's a lot of scenes that were funny. I really think Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts are really charming in this movie. They work well. They really work well against, work well, up, when they're talking, the dialogue, the communication scenes with the hipsters, Amanda Seyfried and Amanda Seyfried is okay. I mean, supposed to be the regular Noah Baumkamp, Gretchen Gerwig. It was supposed to be this. It felt like it would have, but Amanda Seyfried did pretty well for what she did. It's one of the movies where, I mean, it relates to a lot of where we in nowadays, but it's not taken too seriously. At the same time, it does. But like I said, it's in between of wanting to be a Noah Baumkamp regular movie of his style while he's trying to reach our mainstream audience. But it's really entertaining. I just really thought by the end it really dragged a little bit. But that's all I really have to say. I mean, like I said, for my review, for my verdict is just really watch it at home. Rent it. Watch. I believe like if this is on Netflix, I think it's a watch on Netflix to have it on your queue, because it's really entertaining. I'm a buy it as soon as it come out, because I really enjoyed it for most of it. I do think that I probably won't remember the last part as much how it ended, because just the way it fell off a little bit. But that's all I really have to say. But like I said, go check out my reviews. Check out my reviews on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
We're the boring couple with a baby. What have you guys been doing?
We met this interesting couple.
You came!
He's a young documentarian, and she makes ice cream.
How old are they?
20...
25,